Hi, Kaki, it's John from Helix House. So, yeah, just sending over the document that I mentioned on our call a couple of days ago. So, this is a full strategy development for you. And I just thought I would add a quick video walkthrough just to inject a bit of personality into it so it's not just a dull PDF to read through. So introducing you to a bit about us as an agency, kind of our creative passion, our MO, if you like, the company ethos, how we do things a little bit differently to everybody. I won't read it all verbatim right now. Take your time to read through this. I think it's important that you know a bit more about us and our personality for sure. Some of the things we do differently, like having dedicated account managers, making sure that you're never feeling like you don't know what's going on. We're always on the calls with you. So yeah, just take a read through of that. Make sure you're familiar with the way we do things. Introducing you to some of our team. So we have Mike and Alona, the two managing partners. Lead copywriter is Nathan, and lead strategist, obviously you know me. So Nathan would be involved in things like email marketing, SEO, so blog post creation. If you need any new copy on your website, we could certainly have that being done by Nathan and his team as well. Anything that involves words, Nathan's the guy to go to. And then we have Marina, who's a project coordinator. Max, who's the lead developer. So if you need any web development done, if you want to move off that Shopify site onto a WordPress site, for example, or a WooCommerce store, anything that gives you a bit more flexibility, then Max is the guy to do that. Indre is the lead designer, so any kind of design refresh in terms of your current website, the images you're using, any branding, so any brochures or even business cards that you need, Indre is the girl to design that. If you need to update your logo, Indre is the girl. Phenomenal designer. And then we have Bianca, who runs our social media department. So anything that you want to do on Facebook in terms of advertising, or Instagram, Pinterest, I think personally those visual forms of social are going to be huge for you because your pictures are, oh my goodness, delicious. I had such a hard time putting this proposal together because I just kept getting hungry. So thank you very much for that. But you guys seriously would do so well with those images with a bit of advertising on social. So Bianca and her team would be all over that for you. I think I've given you a quick case study, which is a simple e-commerce company that we helped manage. So they actually came to us without anything in digital. They were just kind of getting started out. So it sort of reminded me of you. You're a bit ahead of where they were in actual fact, but there were some similarities in terms of the help that they wanted. And they do party equipment, but that's not a very good word. They do party paper plates, cup stands, cake stands, but very, very ornate, very decorative. So sort of similar branding to you in terms of being a very high class product. And they needed some help to get it out there. I wanted to include this because it gives you a breakdown of what we actually did for them. We did some research, we did a funnel design, AdWords campaign, Facebook ads. We did redo their website for them. We helped them with their SEO, did some custom email for them, and then we just tracked, tested, and optimized for a few months to help them get to that point where they were, spending $1, getting $3 back. That's what you want from digital marketing, really, at least $3 back. So yeah, we helped them to get there. So I'll let you read through the results. They pretty much speak for themselves. Huge increase in website traffic, 30% average increase month on month in terms of how many orders being placed, and more time spent on the website. So lots more interaction with customers. You can see here their orders just went through the roof. Took them maybe 4 months to see the first piece of growth. That's honestly, it's because they came to us with a super low budget. We didn't really have much to do with this period here. When we really kicked in, you saw their orders just grow and grow and grow. It was fantastic. Just a few other people that we've worked with recently, so you can have a point of reference. And then we come to you guys. So here's what I wrote about you. After a relaunch in September 2017, Kaki and her team have seen some early success with their delicious truffle brownies. Over the holiday season, they saw 75% of their sales coming from the corporate world, with 25% coming from individuals. Having finally found the kitchen facilities to match their needs, the awesome community kitchen table, who I looked into, by the way, they're fantastic, I love them. They have an enticing backstory that's sure to bring in new customers throughout 2018. All they need to do now is develop a robust digital marketing strategy to help them spread the word and have people go ahead and fall in love with their brand, their voice, and of course, their brownies. I think I'm already there. I really need to place an order. So here's a breakdown of all the monthly services we do. So on the call to you, I mentioned we do strategy days to get people started, and we do monthly services as well. You don't need to do the strategy days. You can just go on to monthly services. So let's run through the options really quickly. So category number 1, SEO content marketing. This is anything to do with driving more traffic to you organically. So using things like blog posts and link acquisition, which would drive more traffic to your website. So essentially what we're doing here is making you more visible in Google search results. So if anybody types in something like truffle brownie or chocolate brownie or buy brownies for my customers, in the corporate world, we're going to make you show up in the organic search results number 1 eventually. It takes time, but we will get you there. We also include in content marketing things like email marketing. So if they come to your website, they leave an email address for something like a free download, or if they've given you an email because they've purchased from you in the past, we can then reach out to them in the future through email marketing. And obviously we have a skill set when it comes to writing those emails in the right way to bring them back and purchase again. So that's SEO content. We also do PPC advertising, which is pretty much, Google AdWords, where we get pay per click. Again, if somebody is typing in searches for something like truffle brownies or where to buy brownies, we can show your Google ads at the top of the search results pages. So we would manage that campaign. We build the campaign from scratch. You don't have to do anything. We do the customer research, the keyword research. We build the ad campaign. All you need to do is decide how much you want to spend per month on the actual ads, because that part goes straight to Google. We don't touch that part. So whatever your budget is, you just need to let us know, and then we take a percentage on top of that to manage the campaign for you. This is the quickest way to start seeing new orders. SEO is going to take longer. To get you to rank organically in Google is going to take longer. Something like a PPC campaign on AdWords, as soon as we turn those ads on, you'll start seeing clicks, and then after the first couple of weeks of optimizing, you'll see an increase in purchases. So combining the two is obviously the best way of doing it, but PPC is certainly the quickest way. So we do also do web design and development. As I said, if you do want to refresh that website, that's certainly an option. We can talk about that at some point. We also do things like lead magnet creation. A lead magnet is just a free download that people need to give you their email address to receive. So now we start talking about building your email list and having people that you can communicate with in the future. We do social media, so we do everything from account creation to account management. Again, I would love to see you guys pushing hard on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, those really visual platforms that we can use to show off those incredible product images that you have. So again, we do the research, we build the campaigns, we manage the campaigns, we retarget people who have clicked through from the ads but haven't purchased yet, so we just keep bringing them back until they do purchase. We do the full thing for you. And then finally, we have data and analytics. So we can install things like Google Analytics so that we can track what people are doing when they click your ads, when they hit your website. We know what they're doing. We know where they drop off from your website, so we know which parts are not working. And combining that with things like split testing, we can optimize the whole process to make sure your conversion rate goes up and up. We report that back to you every week. So we do the data analysis and then jump on the phone once a week with you. You have a dedicated account manager. She will be on the phone to you every week telling you what we're doing, what's working, what we're doing next, and what your ROI is. So if you're spending $1, what are you getting back? Our baseline is $3. If we can't get you $3 back off every dollar you spend, we're not doing our jobs properly. We want to get you more than that, but our baseline is let's get you to a 1 in 3 ROI as soon as possible. Okay, so investment options, these are all monthly packages. They just keep rolling over month after month. We can bring you in at a low level 3 to 5 to start with. That's Connect level 1. So we'd start doing some SEO content marketing to help you with your organic search results, and we'll do some light PPC testing. So set up a Google AdWords account for you and start running some ads on a low budget. We don't have much to play with here, but we can start testing. We can see how many clicks we get. We can see which keywords are working for you. When your conversions are doing well, we can start pushing that up, and then you can start spending a bit more. But if you want to come in at this low level to start with, as it's the first time you're doing this kind of outreach, that is absolutely fine. It's important that you feel super comfortable when you're doing this. We'd still be on the phone to you each week, giving you some feedback. The data and analytics are still very important, so you get that with all 3 levels. Level 2, we just do a full PPC push with this, more SEO and content marketing. The difference between 1 and 2 is really this just gets you there faster, right? You've given us a bit more budget to play with each month so we can do more SEO work, more blogging, for example, or link building, so you get ranked in Google faster. And we have a higher budget to spend on your ads so we can drive more traffic to your website faster, which means we get more data to read, which means we can make changes faster, which means we can optimize faster. So there's no additional services in level 1 or 2. It's just that 2 gets you there faster because you're spending more, so we have more data coming through and more hours to play with. When we get up to level 3, 7 to 10, or 10 plus, some people spend way more than 10. This is when we actually do add in more services as well. So as well as that SEO and PPC, we're now doing things like a full push across social media platforms, and we can support you with things like web design development as well. So, I get the impression that this is probably not where you're at right now. I completely understand that. This is early days for you guys. You just want to test the water, right? You just want to find out, is digital marketing going to work for you? Of course, we know it is because we do it every day. We do it with a range of clients. I mean, your brownies pretty much are going to sell themselves as soon as people see them. So super confident we can get you guys some great results. But like I say, if you just want to dip a toe to start with and get a feel for this, come in at level 1, maybe level 2, and we can then show you what that investment does, and we can build you up from there. So those are the 3 levels. The strategy days, I broke it down into a half and a full based on what you would definitely need if you did the strategy day. And again, it's not compulsory. It was my first instinct with you, but I think that's just because this is new to you, and I literally love spending the day with people, explaining to them what we're about to embark upon and giving you some cool creative ideas in the process. So yeah, the half day is we define the backstory and your market differentiators. So we're really getting laser focused on your brand message, which is the key to a successful campaign. We're then going to clarify the grand vision that you have for your business and help you kind of put that into words so you can use it as your tagline. You tie it into a logo, do whatever you want to do with that. It just makes it super clear what you do, what your mission is. We're going to set you up with some clear marketing objectives and expectations. So, what should you expect from this campaign? We're going to identify the potential obstacles that you might come across and give you some pointers on how to fix them. Identify any existing assets and allies that you already have. Who and what do you already have working in your favor, and how do we leverage that to get you more publicity? We're going to coach you on that. So we'll help you identify potential core audiences to reach out to that you may not have thought about yet, so we can reach out new target audiences, and identify any potential integrations. So who is already up and running with a strong and wide audience who might be able to integrate with you because they need to provide their existing audience with what you do. You mentioned one of these already. You have realtors that send out brownies to people who have lived in the property for a year. That's an example of an integration. There are lots more that we can explore for you, and they could be huge orders. We're going to go ahead and brainstorm virality, right? So this is, how do we get one of your customers to tell 2 of their friends? Because if you keep doing that, well, then you grow exponentially. So this is hugely important, and we can coach you on how to get that done. We can identify scope for freebies. So how can we use freebies to build your audience? Well, it could be a free download, it could be a free sample. It could be a trial run of a monthly membership. It could be anything, but that's exactly the idea of this day. We talk about what might work for you. The goal is to bring more people into your world so you can keep in touch with them in the future and, of course, sell to them in the future. So we'll put all of that into a very detailed funnel schematic for you, which is literally a diagram of how all of these pieces flow together for your reference as you move forward through the campaign. And then we list any additional assets required. So if we build out this wonderful plan and then we think, well, actually for that to work, we need a new sales page, we'll go ahead and give you some details on how to do that as well. So that would be the half day. It's intense. It's about 4 hours, and we go through all of this. It's an investment of $5,000 as a one-time. If you want to beef up to the full day, that's going to be $10,000 because what we do is we spend the last few hours after we've done all of this, so you get all of this, We then give you creative support on the assets that you would need to build. So if you do need a free download, like a free opt-in, we're actually going to give you the creative support to get that done. What copy you should use, what images you should use, and this is based on what has worked for previous campaigns, so we know it's going to be successful. Again, if you need a new sales page, sometimes called a landing page, we can give you the creative ideas to actually go ahead and execute. We can give you email marketing templates, sequence templates to use so you can easily start doing email marketing. We can help you build out remarketing ads as well. And we can even help you with things like video marketing. Again, I think this is huge for you guys eventually because look at the product. It's stunning. So get it on video. See people enjoying it, you know. This is all stuff that we can consult you on. Okay, so that's the strategy half day and a full day. Like I said, not compulsory. If you want to just start a low dollar monthly investment, that's absolutely fine. We would just take on all the work. You see, we already know that we're going to dive into all of this as we go through the first few months with you because we need to know it. It's just if you want to know what we're doing and be involved with that process and see how digital can transform your business, this is hugely important. So the next steps then, well, I'm going to send this over to you now. Take your time, read the document, watch this video, of course, and then I'll give you a call in a couple of days to kind of answer any questions you have about this document itself, this video itself, and the options that I just laid out to you. Now, if we then go into a partnership, which I really hope we do, we would then do an onboarding strategy meeting. So this is when, okay, we've agreed that we're doing a half-day strategy day and level 2 on the monthlies, right? As an example, just plucked from midair. Once we've agreed on that, we do this onboarding strategy meeting, which we can pretty much just tie that in with the strategy day. If we don't do a strategy day, like the paid ones, this becomes a shorter affair. It's 1 hour where we get everybody on a call together and we just go over the first batch of monthly services. So what are we doing? Is it level 1, level 2, level 3? What does that look like? What's our timeline? You know, we break it down into step by step what we need to do for you guys and when we will have that first round of content ready for you. So having done the outline, we then move into step 3, which is the campaign build, which is us just piecing together all the assets we need to get you guys up and running. So that could be your blog post, it could be your AdWords campaign that we need to build, you know, whatever we've agreed on. Step 3 is actually building it. Takes about a month normally. And then month 4, we put you on the monthly cycle. So typically that's at the start of month 2, bearing in mind month 1 is the campaign build. So then from here, weekly report calls, just allowing us to give you the data you need to know exactly what's happening with that investment and what return you're seeing. It's all super smooth. Okay, and in closing, just to say that we're very excited about the opportunity to work with you. I think it's a great business. I love the backstory. I guarantee you I would love the product. I haven't tried it yet, but I definitely will. If you want to send any samples, you're more than welcome. Let's see if we can bring that price down for you in exchange for samples. I actually did show the team your website and they offered to work in exchange for brownies. So I think you have a great product. I'm excited to work with you if we can sort something out. So let's jump on a call over the next few days, answer any questions you have, and we can take it from there. All right, I will speak to you soon.